Well, it's November. Can you believe it? The holiday season is upon us. And actually, it already started. It doesn't take long to walk into a few stores or check your email and see that the holiday season and the buzz has begun. And so with that, it is incredibly important that we take advantage of that as business owners so we don't miss out on incredible opportunities for this time of year. So this video is to give you tips and suggestions and support in maxing out this holiday selling season for your business and what you want to do with it. So the first thing I want to say overall is it's crucial, more than anything, that you decide what ideas that you want to implement, that you choose them, and that you take action on them and leave the rest alone. You cannot do them all well. You should not try to do every idea. It will be overwhelming. And one good rule of thumb would be, as I describe different things, if something like makes you feel panicked and like overwhelmed, like, oh, I don't want to do that, don't do it. I'm a very simple person, and I will be honest with you, the holiday season, I don't do 5 million fancy things. I have a couple simple things that work well, that I love, and I do those, and I leave the rest alone, and I stay in my lane. So don't overwhelm yourself. Don't see this as something you have to do all of these ideas. Pick one or two and do them well and rock them out, and you will love the holiday season and you will be benefited, and you'll grow year by year and it'll develop and you'll kind of find your groove. So I just wanted to say that overall. The second thing I wanted to say is kind of moving into tips, actual tips for the holidays. And my number one tip for you would be to continue doing what you do know works. That would be putting the product on women's faces. And if you tell yourself that the holiday season is busy and nobody has time for facials, you'll find that to be true. If you tell yourself that this is a great time to facial women, this is a great time to pamper and bless them, you will find tons of people who are willing to partner with you and do it this month and next. Every single year in my Mary Kay business, I've had a successful facial and party season in November and December and January. They've sometimes been some of my highest times because you find certain aspects of women are freer in that month. And so I know there are extra things and people do get busy, and there are, genuine reasons that people may not meet with you during certain times, but these 2 months should be super effective and they're great times to connect with people. So please don't believe the lie that everyone's too busy or I'll just work with the people instead of you because it is a great time, and it's just a matter of making that decision. There are a few things you can do to help your results during this time of year. The first thing that's super simple is in your booking script, when you reach out and you reach out to schedule appointments, just using terminology that helps you win and helps overcome the objections that someone could give you. For instance, hey Sarah, this is Jess. I am a friend of Susie, and I was working on a really, really big goal, and she mentioned that you might be willing to help me out as well. What I'm doing is I need to test our brand new holiday line with 20 women because I'm earning a truck for my husband. I'm so excited and just need a few more willing people. It would take about 45 minutes, it's free, and you get a $20 gift certificate just as a thank you for helping me out. So, in that, you heard A, it's holiday products I'm testing. So the objection, well, after the holidays won't work because I'm testing holiday products. Second, an urgent goal that I'm working on. I need to work with this many people because I'm earning blank, because I'm accomplishing blank. Put your goal in there. Don't just be fuzzy. I'm trying to build a Mary Kay business is not urgent or exciting. What are they helping you do? And it's real. I am buying my husband a truck, and my goal is to be done by Christmas, so I probably should have added that in there, huh? But that's the point, is use words that create urgency and that overcome potential objections. Another thing you could do would be, I'm doing, 20 Thanksgiving pampering sessions, or I'm testing our blah, 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 and I need to work with this many people by Thanksgiving. I'm paying cash for Christmas, so I need to do this many holiday makeovers by this, so use the words, make them your own, but reach out and overcome objections in your scripting. So that would be my first tip to you as you book in the holidays, is use those words and have something compelling and sound excited about it. The second thing that, my notes are going away here, the second thing that I would recommend at this time of year is to go ahead and start thinking about different avenues that you could add in. Well, the first one that is a very fun one is a holiday open house. You can do this in person, or you can do this online. I've done both. I've opened up my home for a few hours on a certain weekend and had people come in, and that's fun. If you're new and you don't have a customer base of at least 30, 40 or more, I don't know if you're going to get a huge turnout. You should probably plan on maybe 10% of the people you invite coming, just to give you a realistic expectation. You may, if you have a lot of good friends and family, you could see a better return, but for myself, who is a lot of times working with more acquaintances or new contacts, I usually would see about a 10% return on how many people I invited. So with that, you could consider doing it online, and that way people don't have to show up, they just go on and order. But either way, a holiday open house is a really fun option. I always offer BOGO 50% off. So if they buy one item, they get their second item half price. It's unlimited. I just take the highest item, and then the next highest is half. The next highest is full price. The next highest is half price. So just alternate it all the way for whatever products they would like. I've oftentimes sent out a postcard. So all my customers received a postcard in the mail advertising my open house. And the FedEx office on Mary Kay in Touch is a great link that you can utilize. We get a big discount on printing, and you can even get it delivered to your house for free. So check out FedEx office on Mary Kay in Touch for printing and all of those options. But I've sent out a postcard, and then when I have it in my home, I pretty much just set out all of my products all over my house, and I have people carry a basket and walk around and just put the stuff in the basket that they want. And I'll have little gift ideas, and I'll walk around and kind of help people, and then I do the checkout. So it's a good idea to have somebody there to help you if you do have a rush of 3 or 4 people at once, where they can kind of help answer questions. If people want to do samples, I'll let them test out colors or fragrances, or kind of look at the products, but it's basically a store set up in my home. And then as I check people out, I do of course write up their sales slip. I ask them for gift giving ideas and have them jot down who are the people that might be buying them gifts that they would love for me to let them know about a wish list, or what are gifts that they need that they just don't know who to buy for, like a babysitter or a teacher or a nail technician, where it's like, I don't really know what they like, and we have some great inexpensive options that they could utilize. So the holiday open house is a lot of fun, and the main thing I would caution you is don't early on, until you see kind of how people are going to respond and get a feel for it, don't go crazy. Please don't spend a week planning an open house and wrapping up all this fancy stuff and making all this food and decorating your house for a 3-hour open house. That is not a wise investment. I've always said my open house can take one day. It's not taken any more than that. So that day, I would make sure things were cleaned up. If I wanted to put up my Christmas tree, I would. I don't do that anymore because I like to wait till Thanksgiving. And I would have simple snacks, set those out, put the products out, and you can really do it in a day. So as far as timing, I've done Friday evening from 4 to 7. I've done Saturday from 10 to 2 or 10 to 12. I've done a little bit on Friday and a little bit on Saturday. I know some people have done Sunday afternoon. So it's really up to you. The main thing I have found is people don't usually come late on Friday. 7 is really the latest. They want to kind of come after work and get on with their evening. And then Saturday mornings have been very popular. So think about the time frame and just be a little bit realistic about the amount of time you invest in doing that, especially in the early years. And then the important thing for the holiday open house is the follow-up. I have learned that I can post on Facebook and I can send emails from Mary Kay in Touch through the customer e-cards, and still people will not see that I'm having the open house. Just this past weekend, I did a holiday open house online, and you would not believe how many people right around that time were like, hey, did I see that you're having an open house? Did I notice that? Like, they completely barely even saw it. So what I've learned is to not only do email and Facebook, but also to use a program called PhoneVite, PhoneVite. PhoneVite is a great way that I can record a message on my phone and have it sent out to my whole customer list for like 5 cents per call. So I can send to several hundred people for like $10. That to me is well worth it than being on the phone calling and texting a million people. But it is powerful. It sounds like it came directly from me, and it's a great reminder for people. And 6 years in, I have been getting emails for several weeks from my customers going, hey, when's your open house? Are you still doing that? When is it? Because they want to take advantage of the BOGO half. Those are the only sales that I offer, is my open house twice a year. So that is my tips for the holiday open house, and it's a really fun thing that I do every year and have found great success with. The next idea is one that you would want to implement now, like this week if you want to do this one. It's an executive gift-giving service. You can reach out to businesses and corporations in your region or places that you go frequently and work, or organizations that you see around for gift giving. A lot of companies do a mass gift for everybody, and they a lot of times are just picking out of a magazine or buying gift cards, and so we can provide a great service that's a little bit more of a personal gift, that's beautifully gift wrapped, and they don't even have to think about it. And so to make a list of a few businesses that you would like to go and talk to about this is a great idea. Salons, banks, doctor's offices, you name it, it would be great. Small businesses, especially when men are in charge, they don't know what to buy for their secretary. So you could be a huge asset to them, but you do have to start now. They're going to start checking that stuff off and making the decisions on that ASAP. So a great thing to do is to go ahead and call ahead and ask, is there somebody who handles gift giving for the holiday season? Talk to that person, set up an appointment to come in and talk with them in person, to show them some things, etc. You do want to have a conversation with them and not just email them a bunch of info, but you don't want to walk in because that can be soliciting and it's not okay. So that's a great option, and you can just have different price points and just work with them according to how much they want to spend. So that's fun. That's a neat way you can build. Another idea is called a holiday coffee, and this is a booking idea where you can book a hostess who invites 10 to 15 friends to come together, and instead of doing all the products on and trying everything, you show them gift ideas. Again, for the hard to buy for people, for the people you don't know well but you want to give them something, and show them different sets. You can provide gift wrapping where they get to put it all together and they leave with gifts ready to give, and so they drink coffee, they eat some little snacks, and you are showing them options for gift ideas. It's kind of a fun girls gathering that's very low pressure, low effort, and of course can create new contacts for you to book for the new year and set up appointments going into January. Another great idea is working with men, working with husbands, and it's a little too early for most husbands, but to contact them starting in December especially is a great thing to do. Again, they don't always know what to get for their woman, so sometimes you can set them up with a gift tower of individually wrapped gifts that stack tall and beautiful. You can do pillow gifts. You can do 12 days of Christmas gifts where they get 12 small things and she gets something every day leading up to Christmas. How fun is that? There's a million things you can do with men as well. So all the documents and the actual training resources are on my website on jessmitchell.org. If you go to the training center and then click on the holidays tab, you'll find documents for this. You can also Google it. You'll find a million holiday ideas, documents, gift wrapping ideas, cutesy little things. So definitely take advantage of that and utilize those resources. But I wanted to just put out there some ideas that might support you in doing that. I think the only other thing on here would just be some small gift sets that you can put out at your parties and at your facials. Things you could put out at your home, or when you go to different things, having a little basket of some treats. Hey, anybody need stocking stuffers? It's a lot of fun, and it just depends on what your style is and how you kind of want to work with people to how you want to handle your holiday opportunities. So again, look at your goals. What are you trying to accomplish as you get into December and January? Is it moving up the career path to totally different choices and radical opportunities financially as a leader in our company? Is it paying off some debt and looking to sell as much product so that you can just supplement with your job or as a stay-at-home mom? Is it a little bit of both? What do you want? And then make sure the choices you make during the holiday season line up with the goals that you have. If you know yourself. And so take a look at that and then pick a strategy and implement things that are going to help you get closer to that. We've had many women. Our very first Offspring director, Laura, debuted on December 1st and went on to earn her equinox, I think a month or two later. 2 months later. Rebecca Reed, our next director, she debuted and went through DIQ in November, December, January. Melissa Moorman, she also was moving up into DIQ in the holiday season. So Christy Verbruggen is going to finish this month. So many. I went on target for my car in November, my very first year. There is no reason to back down, and especially this time of year, a lot of women take on extra jobs. They work at Bath and Body Works. They, pick up extra shifts to pay for Christmas. Mary Kay can provide that, not only extra money, but saving on Christmas gifts and their own products for this time of year. So don't think small. How can you think big? How can you see possibilities in this time of year and max out the blessings for yourself and for others? And we'll be excited to see you move yourself forward so that as you get to January, you're in a better place than you've ever been. You have no debt on a credit card. You paid cash for Christmas. You took your family to see the loved ones and traveled and bought plane tickets and paid cash for that. You're starting January ahead of the game, not going, oh my gosh, what just happened? I'm exhausted, I'm stressed, I feel fat, and I have no money. You don't want to be in that place. You want to be feeling good. You want to be ahead of all those New Year's resolutions, already having made progress towards your goals, already having conquered stuff, versus saying, well, it's busy, so I'll just hang out. Join me in rocking out the holidays, loving our life more than ever, because we choose to do the things that matter and choose to say no to the stuff that doesn't. Come with me, you guys. Let's make this the best holiday season ever.